And then let's see. Perfect. All right, go ahead and meet me at the back of your mats and reach those hands up overhead. Let's just get nice and warm. So hands come up overhead for me. Gaze will go up towards that ceiling and then just dive those hands down towards your feet, hanging there nice and heavy. Big inhale here. And then on the exhale, start to slowly restack your spine. Head's the last thing to come up top. Reach those hands up overhead one more time. Gaze goes up towards that ceiling. And then you'll go ahead and dive those hands back down one more time. Hang there nice and heavy for me. Grab those opposite elbows, release that head, and just start to rock from side to side, feeling that stretch in that lower back of your legs. Come back through center, release your elbows, slowly starting to restack all the way back up to the top. Hands will come behind your head, hit those good morning stretches, coming down on that 2 count, lift up and squeeze. So just feel that stretch again in your hamstrings, keeping those elbows nice and wide. As you hinge at your hip, belly button will pull towards that back wall. You're here for about 20 more seconds. Take your time. Think about that big inhale and exhale, trying to get 1 centimeter further as you hinge your hips. It's going to pull that top half forward. You're there for 4, good, 3 more counts, last 2, and then you'll meet me standing all the way up at the top. Reach hands up overhead one more time. Grab that right wrist. Just find that nice side body stretch, shooting those hips to that right side, pulling that arm overhead, coming back to center. Grab that left wrist, pull over to that right side. Feel those hips pressing over to that left. And then you'll meet me back in the center. Hands come back down to your side. You're going to meet me in that second position. Options, if you want your balas on for that extra challenge, you're welcome to stick them on. Nothing comes into your hands to start. You're just going to sink down into that second position and go ahead and make sure your heels are turned in, toes are turned out. Belly button pulls in, slight tuck of your tailbone, release your shoulders, hands can come together, and you're just gonna start to pulse down an inch and up an inch, nice and controlled. Think about your inner thighs right here. So what I want you to do as you're pressing down is think about tailbone driving towards that mat. It's not a bounce, it's that nice little pulse. You're here for 10 and 9. Every time you pulse down, you can press those hands together. 8 and 7, good. 6 and 5, final 4 and 3, holding for me in 2 on 1, just freeze right here, lift that right heel up and then start to pulse again. You just have that right heel lifted, left heel is down, about 10 more seconds, lots of pulses to start us off. 5, we're gonna switch out those heels in 4, left heel will lift, right heel will drop in 3, pulse for 2, keep pressing down, lift that left heel, lower that right heel down. Think about you're still trying to press those knees back, shoulders, stay relaxed right here. 8 and 7, we're going to start alternating those heel lifts. Option to just alternate your heels, option to keep the pulse in. Everything should be starting to get nice and warm. Add that pulse in, start alternating your heels. So right heel lifts, left heel lowers, left heel lifts, then right heel lowers. Option here, again, you can keep just that alternating heel lift, or you can add that pulse in with that heel lift. You're gonna hold for me in 10 seconds, 9 and 8, good, 7 and 6, hold on to it, 5 and 4, final 3 and 2, both heels lift, last 10 seconds right here before they lower and I let you stand up. So both heels are lifted, sink down 1 more inch. If you need to lower your heels, that's fine. 5 seconds and you straighten those legs out. 4, 3, 2, lift all the way up, turn all 10 toes towards me. You're going to shift over to that left side, stand up nice and tall, shift over to that right side for me. So it's a nice slow transition. I want you to focus on how low you can get on each side. Chest stays proud. You might have to open up your feet a couple inches wider and that's fine. Think as you shift your weight to that left side, you're pressing through the side of that left foot where your pinky toes are to get back up to center before you go into that right side. I want you to make a tiny transition here. Instead of standing all the way up, you're almost coming halfway up, getting right into that other side. Knee keeps tracking over that ankle as you're switching from side to side right here. Nice. Meet me on that right side hold in 10, in 9, good, 8 and 7. Right side hold. You're still switching. Heart rate comes up just a little here for 5. Good. Switch 4 and 3. Meet me on that right side in 2. Wherever you are, find that right side hold. Palms are welcome to press together. You're going to shift that weight. I want you to sink your booty back. Your knee is over that right ankle. Chest is proud right here. Come up an inch, pulse down an inch. Come up an inch, pulse down an inch. So you should feel that nice stretch in that left leg, and then that right knee stays bent right over that ankle. 10 and 9. We're going to stand all the way up, adding a knee lift so that right knee comes up. We end up standing on that left side. And 5. Stay in your pulses for 4, for 3. Good. 2 on 1. You're going to lift up. Right knee comes up. You sink right back down. Right knee comes all the way up and then sink back down. We're getting inner thigh and outer cheek on that booty. 10 seconds here. Lots of quick changes. 8 and 7. You're really not in a change longer than 10 seconds, just so you know where you are. You have 5 all the way up. I want you to add 3 pulses at the bottom. In 3, in 2, those 3 pulses, it's down, 2, 3, then you stand all the way back up. So you're getting that nice little squeeze at the bottom. You are not going to be able to use that momentum. Once you get into that third one, you lift that knee all the way back up to the top. 8 seconds to go right here. It's a quick transition. 7 and 6. You're going to leave your right knee lifted for me. You're going to keep that left foot down. Keep that right knee lifted. In 5, in 4, hold for me at the top. In 3, in 2, right leg is lifted, left knee is down for me right here. You're going to go be that curtsy lunge with a knee lift. Curtsy lunge with a knee lift. 2 changes left on this side. We're just going to keep flowing through everything. Should feel nice and warm. Curtsy lunge with that knee lift. You've got it. 8 and 7. You're going to start stepping out into that wide lunge. So right leg goes out to the side. You give me that knee lift and you give me that curtsy. In 3, in 2, add in that side lunge, lift, squeeze, curtsy lunge. If anything's bothering you, what I want you to think about is just don't go down as low. I'm okay with a soft pulse there in that curtsy. When you step out into that lunge, just stay up a little higher if anything doesn't feel good. And then keep your chest proud. The more you start to fold over, the more you're going to go into your back. So keep your chest lifted as you think about stepping out to the side with that knee lift and then that curtsy. Everyone meets me in that curtsy lunge hold in 5, curtsy lunge hold in 4, in 3, final change in 2, step back into your curtsy lunge and freeze. Option to keep your hands in prayer, option to reach those hands and drop those shoulders down. 10 seconds is all I need from you. I need everyone to drop down just a centimeter, just a centimeter. Your legs should be on fire here. You step up to the top in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you rest. Bring that right foot up next to that left foot. Bring those hands up overhead. Gaze goes up towards that ceiling. And then you're going to dive your hands down to your mat. Don't move your computer. You're not here long. Step back into your plank. High plank around these ribs. High plank. I don't care if it's a forearm plank or a hand plank, but you're in a plank. You're in there for a minute. It already started. Here's what I need you to think about. Your legs just got fatigued. Let's wake up shoulders. Let's wake up that core a little bit more. If your feet are together, zip up your inner thighs. Give me a slight tuck of your tailbone. Your belly button is pulling up toward your spine, but your shoulders stay relaxed right here, looking right between those hands. Every time you take that exhale, that's where that contraction, that zip up in that rib cage happens. If you are on your forearms, I want you to think about pulling your elbows towards your toes, still finding that center thigh squeeze, tiny tuck in your tailbone. You're more than halfway there. If you need to open your feet up, open your feet up. It's a plank hold. There are 3 of these today. All I want you to do is breathe. You're walking back up to your hands if you came onto your forearms. We're going to get ready for that other side in 5. Get ready to walk back up to those hands in 4. In 3, beautiful. 2, everybody lift those hips up. Take your time. Pedal out those knees. Nice job right there. You're going to walk hands into your feet, feet into your hands. You're going to take a big roll of those shoulders to the back of the room, and you're going to open back up into your second position. Both happen again. Sink into that second position. Get right into your pulses. No changes here. You know the movements now. Find that second position. Let your inner thigh start to really wake up. You're pulsing down an inch and up an inch here for me. It's really controlled. Shoulders stay relaxed. Nice hands. belly button is pulled in. And here's where you're challenging yourself to stay on that imaginary wall with that slight tuck in your tailbone here. Go ahead and pause where you are, lift right heel up, and then start to pulse again. So think about the weight in those first 3 toes, and you're just driving your tailbone down. Highest heel you can give me on that right side. Keep pressing knee back. 5 more here. We're going to switch to that left heel lifted, right heel will lower in 3 and 2. Now lift that left heel up, lower right heel down, but still keep that pulse going. Shoulders stay relaxed. So this is full body because you're focused on your core staying contracted, and then you are just trying to burn out those inner thighs, pulsing down an inch and up an inch. Keep pressing that left knee back. Yes, you've got it. 5 seconds here. We're going to alternate our heel lifts. Option to keep that pulse in, or just focus on the heel lift here so inner thighs can fire up in 3 and 2. You're lifting right heel, then that left heel. Lift that right heel and that left heel. You keep pulsing here. Think of it less of a bounce. Every time that you lower a heel, the other one is already coming back up like you're in that seesaw. You can either continue with that bounce or just focus on that heel lift. But I need inner thighs to be talking to you. You hold in 5, you hold in 4, you have it 3 and 2. Freeze for me right where you are. Can you keep both heels lifted? Option to lower those heels, but stay in that second position. 5 seconds, that's it. You've got it. 4 and 3, lower those heels in 2, stand up nice and tall in 1. Both of, or all 10 toes face forward. You're gonna shift weight to that left side, stand up nice and tall, shift weight over to that right side. So now you've got some muscle memory. We just did this series second time through just to knock out that other side, and then you're out of it. Every time that you shift your weight from side to side, think about, can my legs be, do they need to be any wider? Can I shift my seat down any further? Keep it in line with your knee. Knee goes in line with that ankle. And this isn't about how many you can get in. I want you to find the stretch now in that right inner thigh. Left inner thigh, you're going to stay on that left side in about 15 seconds. I want you to start moving a little bit faster. You're not standing up all the way. It's almost like you're coming halfway up and then you're transitioning over to that other side. You have this, you know, this movement coming down as low as you can while keeping that chest proud and breathing for me. You're going to meet me on that left side in 8, 7, left side pulses here in 6, you know this, 5, same amount of love this side in 3 and 2, everybody left side hold, get down there, legs are talking to you, I know. Press your palms together, especially if you have those balls on. Can you drop your seat down just 1 centimeter more? There it is. Press your palms together. Think about your shoulders staying relaxed. Now start to pulse down an inch and up an inch. Down an inch and up an inch. You have it. Think about pressing through that outer part, those pinky toes, and as you drop your seat down, you're squeezing. Feel that length happening in that inner thigh. 8 and 7, you're gonna go into that full range lift, which means I need you to lift all the way up. Left knee comes up, and then you'll step out into that wide lunge. You've got to squeeze your booty to feel this. 5 seconds, 4, and we start to move. 3 and 2, lift up and squeeze, come right back down into it. Lift up and squeeze, and then come back into it. If you need your balance, check yourself and stand for a second at the top so you're not just falling into it, but your pace starts to come up here. I want your knee to come up to your hips. I'm trying to get a little bit of lower abs right there. Hold on to it. 8 seconds. In 7, you add those little pulses. They're going to feel good. I know. 6, really long series that you've flown through each side. It looks really strong. 4 and 3, add those 3 pulses. In 2, add 3 pulses. Down, 2, 3, lift and squeeze. You can do it. Down, 2, 3, lift and squeeze. Don't cheat yourself here. You only have 8 more seconds. You can do this. Come down nice and low. You squeeze that booty as tight as you can. Think inner thigh, outer thigh, shoulders and core. Everything's working. You're going to stand up nice and tall. Give me that knee lift. You're headed into your curtsy lunge in 3, curtsy lunge in 2, lift up nice and tall, hit that curtsy lunge. Tap down with a knee lift. If you just want to tap your toe, I'm fine with it, but I want that curtsy lunge with that knee lift. Think about your lower abs, shoulders stay relaxed as you're in this. Nice job as you bring that knee right behind that ankle, lift it up back to that top. 2 changes left, friends. I know you're ready for that sip of water and that break. Don't give up on this movement. We add in that side lunge in 5, in 4, get 2 more curtsies, 3, last one, 2, add that side lunge, knee lift, curtsy, yes, side lunge, all the way out, knee lift, and then that curtsy. You only have that curtsy hold. You're getting ready to come down to the mat after this. So I want you to breathe for me. Curtsy, lunge, hold. It's gonna feel good. In 5, in 4, here's where I need you to dig a little deeper. 3, 2, find your curtsy, lunge, hold. Drive through that right heel. Press palms together, chest is proud. Yes, hold, 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 hold. Can you bring that knee closer to that heel? There it is. 5 seconds and you get to stand up. 4 seconds. 3 and 2, everybody stand. You're headed into that minute plank, but I do want you to move your computers because you're going to stay down here for some arm and legs. Ignore all the weights I have everywhere for my own little workout. Once your computers move, meet me in that plank. Option to be in that high plank here, option to be in that forearm plank. But I want you to find it. That minute has already started. Take a big inhale, take a big exhale. Everyone better get into that plank. Thank you, thank you. What I want you to think about here is just like you did that first round, slight tuck of your tailbone. If you tuck your pelvic bone under a little, you're going to feel that squeeze happening in those glutes, and then glue legs together. Even if your legs are separated, I'm fine with that as long as you're squeezing your booty. Think about that string pulling your belly button towards your spine and shoulders staying relaxed. I'm fine if you want to come onto your forearms. It's either one is fine with me. Only 20 seconds to go here. I need you to watch your elbows. As you get tired, you're going to want to lock them out. Soften them just a hair for me and breathe. Don't clench your jaw. Don't press that tongue to the roof of your mat to the top of your mouth, if I can speak, and look to the edge of that mat. You've got 10, 9, 8, and a child's pose around these rooms in 6, and 5, last 4, 3, 2, rest. Felt like an age-long series. I feel like I know that you're looking at me like, why was that a 60-minute series? Everybody open those knees up nice and wide and think to yourself as you're in it, go ahead and take that big inhale here. And then reach towards the edge of your mat. If you want to break with those balls, you're welcome to take it. We're going to go into some arm work here. You're going to meet me back in that all 4 position. And I want you to go ahead and make sure your wrists are underneath of those shoulders. You're going to bring those forearms down towards your mat, lift up and squeeze. Those forearms come down towards your mat, and then we lift up and squeeze. You know this movement. I want you to make sure that you are not moving your glutes, that every time that you press and straighten yourself up here, it's coming from those triceps, it's coming from those arms. Squeeze your booty, you drop those forearms down and you press away. The closer your wrists are towards your knees, the harder it's going to be. If you are really fatigued today and you need to walk them out a little bit, that's fine. Just know the difference. The harder it is, the closer they get. You're going to meet me at the top in 5, in 4, good, 3, and 2. Meet me at the top. Take that right hand for me. You're going to reach it out in front of you, and then you're going to pretend like you're pressing water away from you. Bring it back down. So you're bending your elbow, reach that arm in front, press that pretend water away, and then bend your elbow, reach. So you're pretending like you're swimming on this side. 10, press it away. 9, 8, 7, good. 6 and 5. You don't need weights here. I promise I'll get you warm. 4 and 3, big movement. 2, set right arm down, reach that left arm back. Think to yourself as you swim, you press that water away, you bend that elbow, reach back in front of you, press that imaginary water away, bend that elbow, big reach. It is a big movement. That's how you're going to fatigue your arm. I want you to pretend like there's mud, like there's water. 8, 7, good. 6 and 5, final 4, 3, 2, hand comes back down, go right back into those forearm taps and lift. Forearm tap and squeeze that tricep. You've got 10, tap 9, lift 8. Here's where you pick up that pace just a hair. 7, good. 6, you're there. 5 and 4, final 3 and 2. Meet me back at the top at 1. Take that left hand back for me. Pinkies face the ceiling. Start to pulse up an inch and down an inch. If your weight is nearby and you really feel like you need a 2 or a 3, you can, but we're here for a hot second. So I want you to start those pulses. I want you to straighten that arm long and strong. And I want you to think about what your core is doing and your shoulders are doing. You're pulsing in that tricep extension. You have 10 pulses left. You're going right into that other side. We're going back and forth today. Just keep everything pretty fatigued here. 5 seconds and we switch sides. In 4, in 3, final 2, left arm comes down, right arm lifts, pinky faces the ceiling. This is such a tiny pulse. because all you're doing is squeezing your tricep to come up an inch and down an inch. Core stays engaged. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 and 5. Hold on to it. 4 and 3. Final 2. On 1, that hand comes back down. You walk feet back. Option to stand your toes. Option to come to the meaty part of your knees. Hand release push-ups. I need you to squeeze your shoulder blades together before you press back up. Lower down. Squeeze your shoulders. Lift your hands. Press back up to the top. Lots of body weight work here just to really sculpt shoulders, sculpt triceps, and get that chest nice and warm. 15 seconds right here. Full hand release. Lift your hands, squeeze your shoulder blades, then press back up. Don't be a noodle here. You're not a worm. Keep everything as straight as a board, squeezing as you can. 3 seconds, meet me back at the top. In 2 seconds, you're in that modified plank. On 1, hold here. Option to come up to those toes. Option to hit those shoulder taps in that nice modified plank. I'm fine with either. If that's still too much, walk into that all 4 position, hit your shoulder taps there. 3 changes to go in those arms. Trust your body right here. 10 seconds left in your taps. 9 and 8. Beautiful. 7. I need you to find that all 4 position in 6 and 5. Keep tapping. 4 and 3. High plank, or find that all 4 for me. Find that all 4 position. 2 changes left. Extend right arm, left leg. You're just adding your leg into it. I need you to reach thumb up now instead of that pinky that was behind you. Reach that shoulder. 8 and 7, switching sides. In 6, you'll have 1 change left. 5 and 4. Keep reaching, keep squeezing right here for 3 and 2. Bring that leg and arm down. Alternate. Right leg, left arm. Thumb faces that ceiling. Leg is squeezing. Full body here. Just regrouping. 1 change left. Final 8 and 7. Make it count. Don't make this look so easy. 7 and 6. Final 5, 4. Perfect. 3 and 2. On 1, come back to your all 4. Give yourself 1 cat-cow stretch. 1 cat-cow stretch. Find your plank. You have 1 plank up, down, 1 shoulder tap, and 1 push-up to finish out your series. You're here for a full 45 seconds, so make it count. You're 10 seconds into it. Shoulder tap on each side, plank up, down, 1 push-up. All 3 changes need to look good. Don't rush through any of them here. You have this. Less than 30 seconds. You're already almost 20 seconds into it. You're going into a child's pose after this. Arms should be warm. Trust your body. I need you to think shoulder tap with hips staying nice and square. That plank up, down while you're fatigued, and then finish with that push-up. I just need 10, 9. No matter where you are, when we get to 1, if you need to finish your push-up, finish your push-up. Get that last one in. 5, child's pose in 4. Yes, you can. Child's pose in 3, 2, 1, and you rest. Arms should be warm. Take a big inhale. Press all the way back. I need you to start inching your fingertips towards the front of that mat. Take that rest. We're going into some ab work next, so take a big, big deep breath right here. Good. 5, 4, perfect. 3 and 2. On 1, come onto those booties for me. If you want to break from those balas, definitely take those off as we go into that ab work. Oh, it'll feel so good to lay on your back. Bring your knees into your chest and give me a soft little rock from side to side as you massage that lower back for me right here. We're going to start fairly basic in your abs. I want you to bring your feet flat on that mat to start. Hands come behind your head. Take a big inhale. You're going to exhale, reach to the top. You're going to reach right hand past that left knee, come back to center. Left hand past that right knee, back to center. Lower down, and then exhale, lift again. So you're giving me an isometric hold, and then you're adding in that reach at the top before you lower back down. So always lift to center, reach towards that left knee, reach towards that right knee, then come back to center, lower down. So once you get up to the top of your range, when you're reaching, you're not lowering down at all. You're reaching towards each side, you come back to center, then I'm letting you take that break and you lower head, neck, and shoulders back down. About 20 seconds left here. Do not rush this. You should feel that oblique pinch every time you reach past each knee. Breathe for me every time. Don't clench your jaw. 10, 9, you're gonna lower down in 8. You're gonna take that tiny rest in 7. Legs will come to tabletop in 5, 4, fight for 3 and 2. On 1, come back down towards that center. Lift legs up to tabletop for me. Hands come back behind your head. Take that exhale. You're going to lift all the way up for me. You're going to reach that right hand past that left knee. Come back to center. Reach left hand past that right. And then you're also going to give me a toe tap on each side before you lower all the way down. We're just building on it. You reach right side here. You reach left side. Come back to center. If you prefer to reach when you're going into your taps, just play around with where your arms feel best. Then bring them behind your head, lower down. You're taking your time here. Don't rep these out. Full body is working. You reach past that right knee, past that left knee. Option to reach your hands towards your feet as you tap down one at a time, and then you rest. Upper abs, mid, lower abs, everything's working in addition to your obliques. Trust your body. I want you to go through it one more time, no matter where you are. If you get a little bit further, that's okay. 6 seconds. 5, 4, meet me in that center position in 3, lower head, neck, and shoulders in 2, lower head, neck, and shoulders. Flex your feet here for me. Flex those feet. Take a big lift. You're going to lift all the way up. Right elbow comes to that left knee. Come back to center. Left elbow towards that right knee, and then you'll give me a tap on that right side, a tap on that left side. So it's a bicycle on each side. Come back to center, tap right heel down, tap left heel down. You're staying lifted. There's no lower. If you can hang in there for 15 more seconds. If you're ready to start picking it up, you switch right side, you switch left side, you tap right heel, you tap left heel, back to center. 5 seconds at a rest, 4 seconds at a rest. Last 3, 2, 1, knees into your chest, rest. Knees into your chest, rest. Take a big inhale. Lots working in that body right here. Take those knees, pull them into your chest. Nice work. From here, feet come flat on that mat for me, flat on that mat, hands behind your head. Float right leg to tabletop. Right leg comes up to tabletop. You're going to lift up towards that center. Now extend that left arm and bring it past that right knee. Lower all the way down. Exhale, lift past that right knee. Lower down. Exhale, lift past that right knee. You've got 10 seconds. 9 and 8. Good. 7 and 6. Keep lifting. 5 and 4. Stay up and pulse in 3. You've got 2 step and pulse right here. Little tiny reaches. How far can you reach past that right knee? Get into that pinch. You have 8 and 7. Beautiful. 6 and 5 and a hold. The hold is the worst part. 3 and a hold. Go 2 and a hold. 1 free. 6 seconds. Oh, get up there. Do not let it go. Reach, 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 reach. 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way back down. Reach right hand up. Left leg comes up towards that tabletop position right here. You're going to reach past that left knee, lower all the way down. I want you to find that pinch in your obliques. So if you can fight to come up 1 inch higher, fight to come up 1 inch higher. Trust your body right here. Really working through obliques and lower abs. You're staying up at the top at about 8 seconds. Breathe for me. Here's where you're going to want to hold your breath. Don't do it. Exhale as you get all the way up there. Inhale as you lower down. I need you in your pulses in 3, in 2, get up there and reach. Up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, out, down an inch, like you're tucking your pelvic bone under right here. 8 and 7, good. 6 and 5, keep fighting for 4, good. 3 and a hold, 2 and a hold, 1. Worst part, because I need you to think, can you exhale, lift up 1 inch higher? 5, 4, rest in 3, it's quick. In 2, lower down, hands behind your head, both legs back up to tabletop, lift up to center, hit your bicycles, twist right knee, twist left knee, twist right and left, really burn out abs, twist right knee, twist left knee for me, right knee and that left knee, good. Less than 15 seconds here, don't cheat yourself, keep fighting through it. 10, 9, good. 8 and 7, you're right there. 6 and 5, final 4, 3, 2, knees into your chest, rest. 2 changes each side left. Take a nice little rock from side to side. I need you to go into a side plank. It's a side plank with 2 changes, or excuse me, the side plank. Once you get there, you have 2 changes. Come onto that left forearm first. I'm gonna let everyone just roll right onto it. Nothing fun or funny to get you there. Option here is you lift into that. Hand can come behind your head, or you can reach it towards the ceiling. If you need to modify, just drop that top knee down. I want you to just hold for the first change. You're not moving until the second change.
Trust your body right here as you're in that side plank. I don't care if you're modified. If that's how you get your hips up 1 inch higher, hold on to it. It's only 15 seconds left. It's a 30-second plank. You have this. I need you to press your forearm into the mat. I need you to lift your hips up right here. Take that top arm up nice and high. I want you to start threading it through that needle. Reach underneath and then reach back up. If you do not lift your hands while you reach that arm under, you're not going to feel this the way you want to feel it. Start to lift your hips up as you reach. Find that pinch. I only need about 10 seconds left. You'll make the equal sign and you go on to that other side. You're almost out of your abs right here. So breathe for me. 5, 4. Make sure you look up at that hand each time. 3. And 2. Make that equal sign. Come on to that other side. Make that equal sign. Come on to that other side plank. Find it. Your hips are going to want to start to roll to the back of the room. I need you to keep almost like you're hinging forward, tucking them forward. Hold on to that nice tight core. Everybody is breathing here for me. I need you to lift those hips up 1 inch higher. 15 seconds is all you need. And then you go into those reaches. Stay lifted here. You have this. Take that arm up high. We're going to thread that needle in 3, in 2. Now start threading that needle under. Lift and squeeze. And then thread that hand through. Breathe for me. You've got it. Breathe. 15 seconds. Everyone's coming back into that child's pose. You take that break. We're going to go into those legs to finish everything off in 5. In 4, child's poses. In 3, rest. In 2, you made it. 1, you're out of your side plank. God, I feel like those are the worst sometimes, but everyone looks great. Find your child's pose. Open your knees. If you took your Balas off, you're welcome to put them back on. We're getting ready to go into those legs for your finisher. Take a sip of water if you need it. You're at that nice little about 8-minute mark here. So everyone come down onto your forearms for me. Come down onto those forearms. Take a big inhale here for me. If Balas are on, you can leave them on. Extend that right foot nice and long, staying with that inner thigh theme today. Lift that right leg up and hold. Before you do anything, you'll see I was just sinking into my hips. Bring that left hand towards your left quad. Point through your toe and find your balance. Once you know that you have it, you're going to tap that left corner of your mat, lift up straight, tap the right corner of your mat, lift up straight. So you're tapping each corner, which means we're getting inner and outer thigh right here. Every time you tap, you're coming back to center. Good. What's going to happen here is we're all a little bit fatigued. So your hips are going to want to move. So what I want you to fight to do in your lower abs is you're tapping that left corner, big lift and squeeze. The right side feels a little bit awkward. It's okay if it comes right past that right side of your mat. You have 8 seconds here. 7, really think about pointing through that toe, lengthening through the back of that knee. 5 and 4, good. 3 and 2, lift that leg up, bring that knee into a hover, shoot that toe up nice and tall. Bring that knee into a hover, lift that leg up nice and tall. Think about squeezing that center booty, lengthening through that hamstring. 10 and 9, good. 8 and 7, big movements. Go. 6, pull that knee to a hover, point that toe, reach, 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 reach. 3, yes you can. 2, hold that leg out there, go right into your pulses, up an inch and down an inch. I need you to find as much length as you can behind that knee. The only reason that leg is moving is you are squeezing your booty as tight as you can. You have it. 8, 7 and a hold. I want you squeezing and releasing. It's not a fire drill. It's a really controlled pulse. 3 and a hold. 2 and a hold. 1, freeze right there. Flex your foot. Lift that foot up 1 inch higher. Hold. Now drop that foot down, meet me in a forearm plank. 3, 2, forearm plank. Drop that right foot down, walk that left foot back, forearm plank, hold. The nice part is it's 30 seconds twice instead of 1 minute at one time. So you're gonna do this between sides. I need you to think, Court, that plank looks beautiful. Everyone's belly buttons are pulled in, shoulders are relaxed right here. 15 seconds is what I need from you. Can you squeeze your booty? Can you press those arms into the mat? Pull your elbows towards your toes and breathe. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. You're coming right back into that nice little all 4, 2 and 1. No rest between sides. Bring those knees under your hips. Forearms are down on that mat. Extend that left leg and lift it up. You'll bring that right hand to your right quad to make sure you have your balance. You've got it. From here, place that hand back down. You tap right corner of that mat. Lift up nice and tall. Tap that left corner. Lift. Tap right. Lift. Left. Lift. Yes. Breathe. You're going to start to want to go a little bit faster here. I care more about how high you can get that leg up in the air, because that is where you're finding that tuck, but you're squeezing that center booty as tight as you can. You're gonna lift and hold in the center in 5. We're gonna bring that knee into a hover and extend it out in 4. In 3, final 2, lift that leg up, bring that knee to a hover, extend and squeeze. Knee comes into a hover towards your midline, and then you extend and squeeze. Make sure you do not cheat yourself. You squeeze that booty as tight as you can, get that leg up there. Don't let it start to fall down. Make sure you point your toe at the top. 10 and 9, you're ready to pulse. 8, that's gonna feel good. 7, you're right there. 6 and 5, you've got 4 and a hold, 3 and a hold, 2, start your pulses up an inch and down an inch. Up an inch and down an inch. I know this is where you want the break. You're like, wait, how did I get fatigued right here in this position? Up an inch and down an inch. Yes, you can. You're getting ready to hold. You still have about 12 seconds here. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Pull belly button in. Flex that foot. Find that hold in 5. In 4. Find your hold in 3. In 2. Now flex your foot. Flex your foot. Keep it up there. Keep it up there. It's only 5 seconds. You find that second forearm plank in 3. In 2, drop that foot down, opposite foot comes to meet that one, and I need you 30 seconds right here. Breathe. Shoulders are warm, I know. Belly button is pulled in, legs are squeezing together. I need you to think about what your core is doing right here. We don't finish in a plank today because you're doing it right now. This is your last plank of the day. 15 seconds for me. You're gonna find a quick child's pose after this, and you'll have 2 minutes left of work. You're there. 5, 4, 3, and 2. Everybody rest. Press back. Nice. 2 changes left, 3 rounds. That's it. It's gonna go by quick. Take a big inhale here for me. Take the big inhale and breathe. When you're ready, meet me in that modified plank position. Modified plank, there's no more plank holds. You've got push-ups and knee to elbow tap. So come to the top of your range. I'd like you to stay modified here. You're gonna give me hand release push-ups to start. Hand release push-ups to start. Hit those hand release push-ups and don't give up on them. You have a minute and a half of work. They're gonna go back and forth. You're there. 6 seconds. In 5 seconds, you stay at the top of that hand release push-up. I need same knee to same elbow in 5, in 4, final 3, and 2. Come to the top of that range, same knee to same elbow. Your goal right here is about 4 each side. Tap and center, tap and center. Keep fighting. Tap and center. Nice. Tap and center. Last one each side right here. Last one each side. Right back to your hand release push-ups in 3, in 2. Hand release push-ups again. Lower. Press away. Yes. Lower. Press away. Less than a minute of work right here. You're gonna finish it nice and strong. Don't give up on it. Back to your knee taps. Same knee, same elbow in 3, in 2. Same knee, same elbow. Same knee, same elbow. Here we go. Final round through. You're gonna finish it up on your own. You have the same knee, same elbow. Don't give up on it. Same knee, same elbow. Here we go. You're back to your push-ups. Hand release push-ups. Everyone give me 6 and then you rest. Even when we cut off, make sure you've given yourself 6. Don't cheat yourself. Lift, press away, squeeze shoulder blades. You're out of here in less than 30 seconds. Keep fighting through that. You're there all the way up. Press back down. Breathe, big inhale and exhale. Really nice work today, ladies. It looked awesome. About 2 more